In the visible universe, there is an estimated 1 septillion stars. That's a 1 followed by 24 zeros. So it's hard to imagine that life is only limited to our planet. But alien life may already be here, as here are 5 UFO sightings from around the world. Shag Harbour, 1967. On the 9th of October 4th, 1967, a large unidentified object crashed into Shag Harbour in Nova Scotia. A search and investigation was conducted by the Canadian Mounted Police and Coast Guard, but the Canadian military soon took over the investigation, and it wasn't long before it was classed as unsolved when a clear conclusion could not be reached. Is this another cover-up by the military, as what did really crash on that October night? The Captain William Shatner Incident, 1970. When radar picked up an unidentified flying object over the North Sea, British Royal Air Force scrambled aircraft to quickly attempt to make contact. Captain William Shatner intercepted a cone-shaped object, then all contact with him was lost. 3 months later, his plane was discovered on the seabed, completely undamaged. His body was never recovered, even though the canopy of his aircraft was intact and closed. Many believe that he was abducted, as this would explain what happened to his body after he crashed. Belgian Wave. Between 1989 and 1990, around 13,500 people claim to have seen large, low-flying, silent black triangles in the skies above Belgium. The objects were tracked by NATO and jet interceptors were scrambled. The objects were investigated fully by the Belgian military and have been put down to little more than helicopters. Many believe this is just a cover-up by the military. One of the UK's most famous UFO events happened outside the RAF base at Wooden Bridge, Sutton. Servicemen report seeing light descending into the nearby Relisham forest. A patrol of the wood was carried out and they found a metal glowing craft of unknown origin in the wood. As the servicemen approached the craft, it was able to pass through trees before moving upward at great speed and disappearing. The British authority have put the sightings down to nothing more than lights from a local lighthouse or a bright star, but I'm sure you will all agree that military personnel would know the difference between light from a lighthouse and a UFO. Notably, the most famous UFO incident in history, the Roswell Incident, happened in mid-1947. Which saw UFO hunters claim that the US military had captured a crashed alien ship. Whilst the military maintained the flying saucer was actually a surveillance device from a classified mission, there are still many questions left unanswered about the Roswell incident, and many still today believe that a UFO really did crash.